you're short on time or skills, it can also be daunting. Shani in Walsall is flat out as a full-time event organiser, as well as running her own business, being a charity trustee and launching the first Asian Women's Festival, but there's one set of skills she's yet to master. Today, I'm here to meet a self-confessed kitchen disaster whose terrible cooking has become a running family joke. But together, we're going to turn all that around.
Let's do it.
So I've heard that you're a terrible cook. I hate saying it. I feel really guilty.
It's true. Unfortunately, it is. I burn toast. If I offer to cook for the family, they're all just like, no. My niece and nephew, if I'm ever minding them and it's time to eat, they're like, oh, what are you going to make us today? I think they kind of dread what I'm going to make.
But you want to cook?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in my mid-30s. I need to learn how to cook actual proper food. I'm just super, super busy and, you know, I've seen my mum in the kitchen prep Indian food for like hours on end. I just don't have that same time, but I want the same result.
I know what that's like, growing up in an Indian family. There's quite a lot of pressure.
Yeah. In Indian culture, you know, cooking's integral to family gatherings, so I really want to just...
You want to be a good Indian girl.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
That's what my mum says. You're going to be a good Indian girl. Nah, not really. You don't want to spend all day in the kitchen, which in all fairness, neither do I. Like, because we've got to live too, right? Well, you'll be happy to know that you can have exactly that with a lot less prep time, but you can still impress all of them.
Quick Indian food. Unheard of.
My delicious jackfruit curry in a hurry slashes traditional cooking time and with the quickest homemade naan ever. It's sure to impress Shani's family later. It starts with the sauce. With any good curry, you know the base. Ginger and garlic, right?
Yeah.
I was slightly hesitant. You know the base, right?
I do.
First, a large stick of ginger and one of my hero hacks. I do have a really quick and easy way of peeling ginger with a spoon.
Oh, okay.
You literally just kind of... You see what I'm doing?
Oh.
And then you're saving lots of flesh.
Before now, I've used a potato peeler.
It's
It takes away loads of ginger though, doesn't it? Yeah. So effortless.
It's easy, right?
It's great.
And after a minute in hot water, pop 10 cloves of garlic out of their skin.
It's like peeling a banana.
It is
so easy. Got any tips for onions?
Buy them frozen, diced. That's a tip. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I know I've got a lot of cooking that week, what I'll do is chop up loads of onions, double bag them and stick them in the freezer.
Yeah, yeah.
You just got to move them away from everything else, otherwise everything stinks of onion.
You
don't
want
want
your ice cream.
I've had onion-flavoured ice cream at my mum's house way too many times. Yeah. Roughly chop everything and whiz it up in a food processor. It's so much quicker than dicing. That's it, no more.
Oh, cool.
Blitzed up. Instead of making a separate paste like Shani's mum, we're creating a speedy flavour punch in just one pan. First, ground cinnamon. So you could do that with a cinnamon stick, but this adds like lots of flavour all the way through and in a fraction of the time. What we don't want to do is burn it.
No,
no burning today. Let's go straight in there. Add salt, chilli paste, and instead of using fresh tomatoes, I'm using puree to save time reducing the sauce.
It's been really easy so far.
Then turmeric.
Yeah.
And curry powder. 6 spices in one hit. Now the real star of this show. So have you ever seen a jackfruit before?
No.
Jackfruit looks like just a massive lychee.
I've never really seen it as the fruit.
I grew up eating jackfruit between here and holidays on my granddad's farm in Bangladesh. Can you see these little pods there? So we'd eat that pod and roast the seeds. You know these stringy bits, all trendy now? That's what we'd feed the buffaloes and feed the cows. Everyone's eating it.
And that's what we're going crazy over.
Yeah. It doesn't taste of much now, but it really does take on flavour. That, along with its stringy texture, make it a great alternative to meat. Perfect for Shani and her family who are vegetarians. Let's give that a really good mix. Make sure all those spices have coated the jackfruit. Oh, that smells really good.
Yeah.
Turn that down. Our work on this curry's done. All it needs to do now is simmer. That's cooking. We're going to get our naan bread made in that time.
Okay.
It starts with 500 grams of plain flour, sugar to taste, and then nigella seeds. They're my favourite bit. They give the naan a subtle hint of onion, then a teaspoon of salt, baking powder, and a splash of milk. So give that a really good mix. Go in with a knife first, so that you don't get your hands mucky.
I've never really made fresh bread before, so it's really easy.
But making flatbreads is like a big thing in Indian families, isn't it?
Yeah, staple food to any dish that we have. Because everyone hasn't always liked what I've made.
Yeah.
I want them to like it and put in a lot of effort in today.
You're gonna nail it. The baking powder in this naan means no yeast, and that means no proof, saving hours.
How do you know when it's ready?
There, can you see? It's a lot smoother, slightly glossier. I'd say we're there. Divide into 8 and then roll into a thin oblong. The secret to making a really good naan bread is cooking it really fast, really hot. Heat your oven right up to 220 degrees with a hot, lightly oiled tray. Shani, these look amazing.
Thank you. I'm so excited for them to taste these.
And they just take 2 minutes, enough time for some finishing touches before the family come home. Come sit down. You're not allowed in the kitchen though. She's cooking in the kitchen. Oh. She says she's terrible at cooking. Is she that bad?
She does like cooking, but it's just one of them things that she's not good at.
What's the worst thing she's cooked for you?
Mac and cheese burger. I don't think my sister finished it at all. To be honest, it was that bad.
She's done a good job in there.
Well, we all see.
It's a tough crowd, but I hope Shani feels a sense of pride, finally serving her first truly impressive meal to her family.
Oh,
It's jackfruit curry.
jackfruit.
Come on then, let's chuck in everyone.
It's really good.
Do you actually really like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been out to restaurants before and it's not been as good as this, so this is amazing.
I'm really impressed with this lovely dish today.
Thanks,
And
Mum.
you'll be spending a lot more time in the kitchen.
I'm so happy that everyone's enjoying it and eating it.
High five, we did it. Yes. Taking on simple time-saving recipes will give you the confidence and headspace you need to make entertaining the tonic it should be. And a month on, Shani's continuing to impress her family.
Hi Nadia. So I've made the jackfruit curry twice now, once for my friends and once for my family, and everybody loved it. The tricks and handy little tips that you taught me have come in so useful. It's given me a lot more confidence to just get in the kitchen and try new things.